to satisfy that kind of need. So that has kind of, that sort of preserved him, kind of froze him in ice basically as well. So they were very much the same. They were very much part of the old league, whereas kind of Renton and Spud were kind of part of this new kind of. You know, they had a bit more of a kind of, even if it was twisted, still had a bit more of an ambition.
Was it a difficult decision to prefer the use of Scots? Una explicación, Scots es el inglés que se habla en Escocia y tiene fonéticamente mucha diferencia con el inglés tradicional. To prefer the use of Scots instead of proper English in training study, do you think that this tour of force was successful enough for you to use it in your other books?
I think it really. I think it was easiest. First thing, it was the easiest thing I've ever done, because I tried to write it in standard English and it just sounded terrible. It just didn't work. It sounded really pretentious and dull and flat, and the characters didn't speak like that. They didn't think in that way. So why make them? I think that if you're using a kind of vernacular, I think it works very well in a kind of closed community, closed subculture. It's very, very strong. The latest book I did that's been published in Spanish, I think, is the novel is The Bedroom Secrets of the Master Chefs, and in that book I had to do a dual thing, because the two guys were involved in from a working class culture, but they worked in a middle class kind of professional environment, so they were constantly switching back. So I think it's horses for courses. Sometimes you just have to make a decision about different narrative voices. The short story collection I've got out now is very much, the novella in it is very much like Trainspotting. And it's a certainly different part of the country, but in a slightly different slang and a different idiom. But the guy uncompromisingly narrates in his own voice, and it just, I mean, it wouldn't work for every kind of story, but I think it's just, you make that decision based on the material that you've got, the characters that you've got, the subculture that you're trying to depict.
American audiences, sorry for that. How can you explain the contradiction between this patronizing attitude against the gigantic success of your books around the world, regardless of the fact that it is obviously difficult to read for non-Scots speakers?
Well, I mean, you can't really explain it. I mean, it's like in America they'll inflict some films on us over here. I mean, it's like, have you ever seen any of the early Rocky films with Sylvester? I mean, it's like, if we can make the effort to understand that, then surely we can make the effort to understand some Scottish voices and Trainspotting. But basically, yeah. But I mean, it's basically who pays the piper calls the tune. I mean, Harvey Weinstein's got a much bigger kind of sack of cash than me, and that kind of holds sway at the end of the day.
I'm going to explain to the exercise that I told you in the lunch today. Queríamos proyectar un par de páginas para que ustedes vieran precisamente la diferencia entre el Scotch y el inglés estándar, pero aún así creo que es interesante de todas maneras para que tengan el sentido de la música literaria, no cinematográfica, que Mr. Welsh lea un fragmento pequeño de la novela, que para quienes han visto la película, y creo que seguramente todos la han visto acá, es cuando Spud va a pedir trabajo y está con Mark Drayton en un bar y él le dice que si está nervioso prueba un poco de cocaína. Spud se mete la cocaína, pues Speed, y y obviamente pues es una de las escenas más desternillantes que tiene la cinematografía contemporánea, porque ustedes recuerdan que Spot es una especie de más huesos que carne y se va escurriendo en la silla, obviamente hasta que pierde trabajo, porque no le van a dar trabajo a un personaje tan encantador como él en una oficina de burócratas. Entonces, so can you read?
Yeah, I'll be delighted to try it. Okay, can I stand up while I do this?
I saw it. Yeah, I want to stand up too.
Right, because I find it strange to read sitting down. Now, yeah, this is a section from Trainspotting, and I have to confess I haven't read anything from Trainspotting for years and years, so it could be a wee bit rusty, and the voice might be a wee bit strange. But yeah, this is the scene where Spud is going to the interview. This speed is El Magnifico, like say. I feel sort of dynamic, Ken, like say. And I'm really looking forward to this interview. Red says, sell yourself, Spud, and tell the truth. Let's go for it, Cass. Let's get on. I see from your application form that you attended George Heriot's. The old Heriot's FP seem to be rather thick on the ground this afternoon. Yeah, fat cat. Actually, man, I've got to come clean here. I went to Augie's, St. Augustine's, like say, then Craigie, Craig Royston, Ken. I just thought, put down Heriot's because I thought that it would, like, help us get the job. Too much discrimination in this town, man, Ken. As soon as you sit and tied, you'd see Heriot's or Daniel Stewart's or Edinburgh Academy. They kind of get the hots, Ken. I mean, would you have, like, said, I see you attended Craig Royston? Well, I was just making conversation as I did happen to attend Heriot's. The idea was to make you feel at ease, but I can certainly put your mind at rest with regards to discrimination. That's all covered in our new equal opportunities statement. It's cool, man. I'm relaxed. It's just that I want this job, like say. Couldn't sleep last night, though. I thought I'd sort of blow it, like say. Ken? It's just when crats see Craig Royston in the form, they like to think, well, everybody that went to Craig is a waster, right? But you ken Scott Nisbet, the football player, like say. He's in the Rangers first team, hudding his ain against all the expensive international signings as soon as his Ken. That cat was the year below us at Craigie, man. Well, I can assure you, Mr. Murphy, we're far more interested in the qualifications you gained rather than the school that you or any other candidate went to. It says here that you got 5 O grades. Whoa! Like say, gonna have to stop you there, cat boy. The O grade was bullshit, Ken. Thought I'd just use that to get my foot in the door. Show initiative, like say, Ken. I really want this job, man. Look, Mr. Murphy, you were referred to us by the Department of Employment's Job Centre. There's no need for you to lie to get your foot in the door, as you put it. Hey, whatever you say, man, you're the man, the governor, the dude in the chair, so to speak, like say. Yes, but we're not making much progress here. Why don't you just tell us why you want this job so desperately that you're prepared to lie? I need to hire his man. Pardon? The what? The poppy lights, eh? The bread, the dosh, and that, Ken? I see. But what specifically attracts you to the leisure industry? Well, everybody likes to have a good time. A bit of enjoyment, Ken? That's leisure to me, man, like say. I like to see partners enjoy themselves. Ken? Right. Thank you. The doll with the makeup says.